Holy God, that freaking loud as hell, dude. Holy moly. Holy crap. Oh, they're trying to give me a heart attack. Full screen. Font. Okay, that's Monroe. This is VT323. This is Source Sans Pro. No, that's way too generic. Nah. I like this one. Okay. Holy crap. About Jam and the Mystery of the Mysteriously Spooky Mansion version 1.0 Story Art Music Code. All fonts licensed under the SIL Open Font License version. Full text of the license is included as a .text document in the game files. This program contains free software on a number of licenses, including the MIT license and GNU Lesser General Public License. A complete list of software, including links to full source code, can be found here. Okay, well, I thought I was going to explain the story, but I guess not. Help. Okay, so enter. Oh. Advanced dialogue activates interference. Advanced dialogue without activating interference. Arrow keys navigate the interface. Escape. Access the game menu. Control skips previously read dialogue while held down. Toggle dialogue skipping. Take a screenshot. Toggles assistive self-voicing. Opens accessibility override menu. The Mystery of the Mysteriously Spooky Mansion is the name of the game. How to play. Press space or left click to begin into advanced text. Okay, living room. Oh, we're playing already, okay. If the music's too loud, you're gonna have to let me know. How do I continue? No. Oh, return. Investigate the room with mouse. Inspect highlighted objects with left click. A fire extinguisher sits on the dresser, but nothing seems to be on fire. Okay. We're not even gonna... Okay, investigate the room with mouse. Change rooms with map. By the light of the lamp, it's possible to discern a mysterious masked man tied to a chair in the middle of the room. The painting looks very expensive. It would be a terrible shame if, for instance, the painting were stolen because someone couldn't be bothered to deal with the very obvious burglar sitting right in front of it. Finally, it's time for me to unmask the villainous mastermind behind the case. And the culprit is Alexandre V. Badman. As I suspected, the arch nemesis, the notorious intermunicipal criminal genius Alexandre V. Badman. Kid? Are you seriously doing this right now? You've evaded justice for too long, Badman. It's high time someone took you down. And that someone is me, Jam, the world's greatest kid detective between the ages of 4 and 17 in the western half of Lynn County. Oh boy. Okay, kid, listen. I realize maybe I don't have the best track record on this, but this time, I'm totally innocent, I swear. And what's more, oh, I'm sure you're innocent, Batman. Just like that time with the T-Rex portraits. Add a warning to the title? No. It's just one T-Rex portrait, actually. Or the Haunted Factory? You technically never proved it was me underneath that bedsheet. or the puzzling predicament of the vanishing gazebos? Alright, yeah, that one was totally me. But I'm telling the truth, I didn't do anything wrong in this particularly abandoned house. I was just, you know, doing some stuff when all of a sudden you came out of nowhere with a frying pan, knocked me out cold, and tied me to a chair. Buenas noches. Me imagino que es Ratson. El nombre, sí, es Ratson. El nombre, como tengo la ventana blanco y tu nombre está blanco, no lo puedo leer. Extremely rude, by the way. But there's something else you need to know. Before you got here, I was poking around upstairs when I saw something seriously doing some stuff. Right. I'm serious, kid. You've gotta untie me and run for it. Like, there's some real uncanny crap going down here, and if we don't get out of here, we're gonna get... Save it for the judge, Batman. The only thing I want to hear out of you is your confession. My confession of what? I haven't even done anything yet. Your confession to... the crime. The crime that was done by you, that I definitely have solved in its entirety. Oh my god, you haven't even tried to figure out what's going on. Of course I have. My powers of deductions are impeccable. I, just need a minute to get my evidence in order, which I will be doing over there in a different room. Wait, listen to me, kid. Kid, don't leave. Kid! Stupid arch nemesis, ugly turtleneck. I can prove he's the one who did it. Just as soon as I figured out what it is. Maybe I should go find some actual evidence first. Explore the mansion to find evidence of Alexandria's crime and gather stuff to solve problems that you may encounter. Para mí está blanco. Oh, fudge. ¿Ves? No lo puedo ver al menos si pongo el ratón encima. Okay, stuff. Map. Where am I? Current location, living room. Go to the kitchen. You do hear about an awful lot of dead bodies being stuffed in fridges. Assuming it's still functional, it'd be a perfect place to hide evidence. It'll just open it up and... Huh. I guess that's technically still food. The yellow mold seems to be enjoying it anyways. Oh, what's this? This fish seems, well, relatively fresh. Which, given the circumstances, is pretty suspicious if you ask me. Guess I'll just take it with me? Alright, that's one piece of evidence down. I think I should get at least one more before I go and confront Alexandria. Okay. The oven seems to work at least. Might be fun to try my hand at a little baking while I'm here. This is May 1921. Oh, someone left out their ingredients. Looks like they were going to bake a cake with all this. If you're not gonna do it, maybe I'll take a crack at it. Okay, let's add the flour, some eggs, whole, of course, for the extra nutrition. Then a stick of butter, a spoonful of sugar, whatever this weird almond sauce is, vanilla flavoring, and mix it all together. Looking good. Next up, time to bake. Now then, let's get this cake of bacon. Just need to figure out how. Click to use an item from stuff. Press space or left click to return. Well, I don't have anything. Just need to figure out how. Maybe I need to start it somehow. Parlor? Huh, that's weird. Looks like someone left a key hanging from the ceiling by a string. No idea why anyone would do that, but I do know that a clue this tantalizing's got to lead to something significant. If only I could get it down. Alright. Wait. Okay, I don't have anything in stuff, just evidence. Crimson Clupide. Yeah, I don't have anything. Oh wow. A still life with a skull and a bottle of wine. Superior. Super original. Never seen that one before. There is something mysterious about it though. Is it the window? The unlit candle? It feels like this composition is missing something. Okay. It looks like there's something way back underneath the couch. I could probably grab it if I just reached in. But on the other hand, it also looks like no one's vacuumed down there in at least half a century. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Okay. Is the game sound good? It sounds really loud. Hey, there's a book on the chair. Well spotted, Jam. A book tucked away in a hard-to-find location? It's gotta have all sorts of clues and evidence squirreled away inside. I'll just open it and... Oh, something fell out. An aging post-it note. Was someone using this as a bookmark? And the text. Iron Snail authorization. What could it mean? I mean, aside from Alexander V. Batman is super guilty, because that's totally what it says to me. Anyways, that makes two pieces of evidence. I should be able to figure out what Alexandra's up to with this. Still, maybe gathering a little more evidence could be useful? Iron Snail authorization. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit more. It is very powerful. The book is entitled Ye Tome of Dubiously Plot-Related
Too spoppy.
Information.
Bible thump what face?
Too spoopy. It's open to a chapter somewhere in the middle. Chapter 15, Ye Tale of Ye Brothers 3. Once upon a time, there were 3 jesters who did themselves brothers call. Ye first jester was Clept Melech, ye second Macandre, and ye third Jimbo. One day wherein these 3 brethren with full merriment jaunted down ye street, when yon spectre of dead did them stope. Ho, knaves, cried Dave. If ye 3, one mustn't needes die, that ye other 2 mayen pass. To this ye brothers wept profoundly, alas, and wail away. None of them wished to see his keen before himself perish, so a cunning plan didst they devise. If one of us must needs die, spake the Meleth, a mane of relentless exuberance taken me first. First was I born, and first shall I die. Nay, exhiberated Jimbo with a grin, his honed upon his bow tie. First in, last out, as they say it must needs be me. Can we not compromise with Mahendra? His hones raised inner supplicacium, instead taking me, ye middle brethren. Holy Christ, this is hard to read. I'm gonna move myself up. Or maybe I can put myself in here. There we go. This is very hard to read, by the way. Can we not compromise with Mahendra, his hones raised in supplication, instead taking me, ye middle brethren? And so Death, moved by a show of brotherly loyalty, killed all three jesters and went off on their merry way. The end. Chapter 16, Yitile Yidrendable Tykes. Once upon a time, Norwyson and Kyers thought randomly did Chingin vowels into Y's. Yin Yapon the Yindas so weird as. Oh god. Oh thank god, nah, that was over with. Holy moly. Okay, I got a cryptic note. But nothing in stock. Bathroom. If there's one thing I've learned from playing a copious amount of video games, it's that you always need to check the trash cans. You never know where someone might have hidden a key item or even an equipable item that heals 6.25% of your maximum HP per turn. Okay, maybe one of those is slightly less useful than the other in this situation. Still, even though there was something good in there, I can't say I'm super thrilled about reaching in and grabbing it. There are some pretty nasty looking tissues wadded up in there. Okay. Appreciate those 36 months. By the way, Link of Time's using your Prime Gaming. Why? Who's that supremely graceful and astute super sleuth in the mirror? Could it be? Jam, the world's greatest kid detective between the ages of 4 and 17 in the western half of Lane County. Oh, I'm ever so busy solving crimes I couldn't possibly stop to pose for the cover of the Nancy Drew Review. Okay, maybe just this once. Okay. Is there something in the tub? Let's see. Oh. Oh. Oh god. I don't want this. I don't think anyone has ever wanted this. Upsettingly detailed horse mask. Okay. Study. Billy S. Did the eyes are moving. Billy S. No idea who this chump is, but he's got some seriously creepy eyes. It's like they can follow you around the room. Hey you! Yeah, you there, Billy. You looking at me, huh? What's that? No? Yeah? I didn't think so. Better watch yourself, punk. I've got my upsettingly detailed eye on you. Okay. Oh, what's this? A mysterious letter. I bet it's useful of all kinds of dirt on Batman. The concludent statement of D. Keeler. As this rubescent haze dissipates from about my consciousness, in most total clarity do I revisit those actions which over the preceding month I did perigitate. This house, how it reeks of that most sanguineous humor, and so too my sullied hands which did that humor spill. He and I thought ourselves bold, but that facade crumbled like ash before that tempestuous horror that from out mine floor did emerge. To merely witness it rising from the circle would itself percuss the brain of insensibility. It is best not to think of such things. The deed is done, and undone can it not be, yet these words assuage my woe little. That vitessence which from the mind friend I rep that I might invoke the demon, how glad I would be to have it back, and the demon perlenated from this earth. I was mad, then so too was he, and now of him only his lone mendable remains. As for that demon, I have sealed its essence within the law statuary and transpaled its corporal form upon my harpooning gun. Still does it stand as though a corpus lifelorn, but full well I know that comely death desires as little to do with the demon as I. And oh, the worm that out from its immaculate corpse do wriggle green. The worms. The worms! I am but a festering rind of cheese swollen to bursting with worms. Their blood-ravenous susurrations churn the rancid milk of my soul. The writhing, the gnawing, boundless hunger. Even now, oh God, boring. I could barely even read most of that, but whatever it said, I'm pretty sure has nothing to do with the crimes that Batman definitely committed here. Yeah, I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out what the hell that was saying, that's for sure. Locked box. Narrative convention dictates that it's gotta be full of treasure, or at least an important bit of evidence. How to open it? I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, okay. The left-hand clown barrels towards the viewer like the world's most exuberant freight train. The vector of his relentless advance, a reminder of one's own impotence. Jan boops him on the nose. There is a faint click. Hey, that bedside table looks pretty promising. There's some solid evidence in there. That or another Gideon Bible. Let's see. Like me, it's a revolver. Oh, damn. And it's still got 5 bullets loaded on it. What a totally innocuous and normal item for an American teenager to find lying around the house. Haha, totally normal. The click is slightly louder this time. From somewhere behind the painting comes the sound of shifting machinery. The mechanism seems to have reset itself. There's something I missed? Okay. The middle clown stares down with an expression of innocuous grief, his hands raised in supplication to an absent god. Jan boops him on the nose. There is a faint click. The right-hand clown snirks in the shadows. His bow tie weighs heavy with the sacred promise of a seltzer to the face. The click is slightly louder this time. The machinery seems to have reset itself. The painting opens to reveal a secret compartment. Oh. Huh? That's neat. That's got to be the most terribly drawn demonic summoning circle I've ever seen. Still pretty spooky though. In terms of occultic likelihood to corrupt the youth and steal their souls for the devil, I'd rank it like 5 points above rock music and just a smidge below Harry Potter. Well, see, there's your scary stuff, Link. Look. It's a circle with a star. It's pretty spooky. Alright, let's see what's in here. I better be something cool considering it was locked behind the stupid clown puzzle. A garden gnome? I could live without it. Weird thing to put a secret compartment though. Guess that means I could use it as evidence? A garden gnome. I got a gun. A loaded gun at that. Ouch. Holy crap. Can't look at candle, too busy trying not to get my soul sucked out through my teeth. Oh cool, a yardstick. All I need to do is walk past that demonic monstrosity. Holy crap, it's going to eat me alive. Oh god, what is that thing? Why does it have so many eyes? Oh god. Oh man, oh god. Keep it together, Jam. It's just a taxidermied model. All I need to do is take the gun, look that thing in the eye, and... Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Right, maybe I could use the mask. If I just put it on. This isn't helping. Okay, maybe if I put the mask on instead. Wow, that's somehow exactly as terrible as it was before. Still, at least it's not any worse. I'm sure I'm glad that I can walk past this absolute nightmare without any issues at all. Haha. Yep, just gonna walk on over to pick up this yardstick while avoiding looking to my left at all costs. Totally cool. Wait a second. This isn't a yardstick. It's all centimeters and stuff. What a waste of wood. Honestly, how are you even supposed to use that? Wait. Click to use an item from stuff? Aha! Brilliant idea, Jam. If I attach the revolver to the end of the stick, I can practically double my range. The final boss won't even know what hit it. There is going to be a final boss, isn't there? Maybe there's a better way to use this. Oh. Haha, alright, well, now that the taxidermy demonic entity is out of the way, I can get back to what's really important here. Pocketing everything within eye shot that isn't nailed down, starting with this candle. Not actually sure I'm gonna need this, seeing as the house is pretty adequately lit already, but I'm not really opposed to the ability to light random things on fire either. Okay. I suppose if I lit it on fire, it might make for a decent torch. Not that there's any arson I urgently need to commit right now, but I'll keep that in mind. Huh. Okay. That's all of the rooms. Okay. I don't have a way to open that. I don't think that's gonna work. Probably not the best idea, but I mean, I can't say I'm not tempted. Good thing I have this handy candle already lit. There's the second thing I've learned from playing a copious amount of video games is that an adequate quantity of fire solves pretty much anything. Well, that's pretty soundly on fire. Oh, it looks like there's something in there after all. Just gotta reach through the flames real quick and... got it? Oh, that is definitely someone's jaw. What a lovely piece of evidence. I think I'm gonna wash my hands now. Pretty sure I don't need to be rummaging around in this trash fire again. What? How the hell did she pull this out from a fire? Okay. If this is a proper spooky mansion, it stands to reason that there must be at least one rotating bookshelf. Batman probably has a secret passage hidden behind it, safe from prying eyes. Not for me. Now, if I were Batman, which book would I choose as the switch? This riddle would require a thorough analysis of his life and background. Though on second thought, I'm not sure I actually know anything personal about him. Huh, his name sounds kinda old-timey. Is he like European or something? Well, if that's the case, then there's only one book on this shelf that could be the switch. Huh. Well, I guess that wasn't it. Maybe it's just a regular bookshelf after all. How to metric. Okay. Ah, Suppose I did pick up that book on metric back in the library. I guess I could try and figure it out. Units of measurement, international standard, divisible by 10, something French or whatever. 1 kilometer is equal to 0.62 miles. Wow, I think I get it. Of course, such instantaneous mastery is to be expected, seeing as I'm Jam, the world's greatest kid detective between the ages of 4 and 17 in the western half of Lynn County. A prodigy like me eats Newtons for breakfast. Well, Fig Newtons anyway. So I got a metric stick. Parlor. A meter is basically 10 feet, right? Just gotta push it a little to the left and... got it. Looks like a stack of $20 bills. So like 12 bucks in metric. Even after being down there, they smell ever so faintly of minty freshness. Definitely a product Badman's money laundering. Okay. So I guess I just need one more evidence? If I could get it down... Can I use the gun? Good thing I have this loaded revolver handy. Let's see. Ready? Aim. And an alley-oop. The thrown revolver strikes the key and knocks it loose from the ceiling. Worked like a charm. I'm sure I am glad I took all those gun throwing classes back in elementary school. Oh, she threw the gun? Wow. No. Where was it? There it is. I guess a key would probably make the most sense. And it's open. A blood-stained knife. There's like a 0% chance this baby wasn't involved in some crime or another. Not really sure what crime, but I can work it out as I go. Now let's see. Wow, that's 6 pieces of evidence. I seriously doubt there's anything else useful left in this trash heap. Better go confront Alexandria and get done with it. Okay. Alrighty, time to wrap this up. I know what you did, and I've got the evidence to prove it. A strange collection of evidence, isn't it? A note shrouded in secrecy, a knife steeped in blood, a mansion lost to ruin. Not sure I'd call a 1B1B a mansion, but this evidence is all I need to crack this case wide open. Yes, this case of violence, passion, romance. The confounding case of the clowns and the craniums. The what nows? Spare me the fiend ignorance, Badman. We both know you're not as completely dim-witted as you look. Thanks? Wait, was that an insult? But you are a bonehead, or should I say, a skull from the Cranium Gang? I knew what was up as soon as I saw the paintings in the parlor and bedroom. This mansion may look totally trash and unwanted, but it's totally the staging grounds for the bitter, blood-soaked turf war between the rival gangs, the clowns and the craniums. The skulls and clown paintings are the gang's way of marking their territory, like graffiti, but infinitely less practical. The second floor is clown turf, while the craniums rule the ground floor. From the fact that I found you in the living room, it was simple to deduce that your loyalty lies with the craniums. Am I wrong? I mean, yes. Even if I do hate clowns. Haha! So the truth comes out. And with that, everything else falls tidily into place. Tell me, Batman, in a tussle, what's a gangster's second most deadly weapon? I guess a gun would be number 1, so a knife? Precisely. A little coincidence that I should find just such a weapon locked away deep within clown territory. One might assume that you had hidden armaments there to later access when the cranium stormed the second floor, but I don't think it's that simple. The knife was bloodied when I found it. In other words, this was an implement not to future violence, but of violence past. A memento of a fallen comrade, or perhaps even a lover? Kid, you know I'm already married, right? For your lover couldn't have been a fellow cranium if that had been the case, why then wouldn't the knife be on the second floor? No, Batman. You fell in love with a clown, didn't you? A forbidden love, star-crossed even. Like Tony and Maria from Shakespeare's timeless masterpiece, A Midsummer Night's Dream. And when your lover, like Tony, perished in a brutal knife fight in this very house, you swore revenge. And revenge no less than the total annihilation of all the remaining clown gang. This note, Iron Snail authorization. Here's another question, Batman. What is a snail? A mollusk? Okay, yes, but I was kind of hoping you'd give a less accurate answer. A slug in a shell? Exactly. And so we come to the truth to the iron snail, a slug in a metal shell. Wait, you don't mean... Indeed, this note from the Big Skull boss was to give you permission to use the gangster's deadliest weapon in its most lethal form. When a gangster comes sauntering down the street at you and you slowly lifting their arms, what should you fear most? A gun? Nah, I'm talking about rhythmic hand percussions. Percussions? What? I know you're a cultured ruffian, but have you never seen A Midsummer Night's Dream? Gangsters are at their most dangerous when they're slowly advancing towards you while snapping, clapping, and performing Broadway choreography. But even more dangerous than such bare-handed percussions is the use of the castanets, traditionally a pair of shells bound with string. The slug is the string, its iron shell, the metal disc, and its crackebs that is the Morrican castanets. I shudder to even imagine the carnage if you got your hands on such a weapon. Kid, you wiped out an actual revolver like 10 seconds ago. At any rate, your revenge plan ends here, Batman. I know the pain you bear must be heavy, and it's all too easy to let that pain harden into hate. But that's not what your lover would have wanted, is it? You can't heal until you learn how to forgive. When the rest of your gang gets here, you tell them that it's up to you to end this cycle of violence. Take care, Batman. Work here is done. Kid? You realize there's no actual Cranium gang coming to untie me, right? Kid, come back here. Oh God. At least leave me the revolver. The end. Ending number 11 out of 16. Try a different set of evidence. Okay. The money and the jawbone. I can't believe I didn't catch on to it earlier. You've been doing it under my nose this whole time. And I am so sorry. Wait, what? You've been selling your organs online just to make ends meet. And I never even noticed. I thought you were just stealing for fun, but really, you were doing it to feed your family. Every time I caught you, every time you pleaded for me to let you go, I kept telling myself it was all for the sake of justice, but I was too blind to see that the real injustice was financial inequality all along. Words can't express my shame. I feel like I'm Inspector Valjurt from that Hugh Jackman movie. In my pursuit of incorruptible ideal, I lost sight of what really matters, truth. Can we rewind for a moment? How exactly did you jump to that conclusion from a jawbone and a pile of cash? It was easy, once I saw how all the pieces connect. If my mastery of forensic anatomy serves, that jawbone could only have come from a human, specifically an adult between the age of 20 and 200. Curious, isn't it, that such a jawbone could appear in the same building as the only human adult I know who's willing to speak to me for more than 2 minutes at a time. Hold up, I don't want to pry, kid, but aren't you in school? Don't you have teachers? Hell, do you even have legal guardians? Yes, it was curious indeed. That's when I remembered something important. I had read that people sometimes sell powdered rhino bones on the internet as a kind of medicine, often for a very high price. If that was so, then why not human bones as well, and thus it was then that I realized this was no crime at all. In reality, you had surgically extracted your own jawbone to grind up and sell it as a black market aphrodisiac. Ah, my apologies. I didn't mean to make your jaw drop. I realized myself only very recently regenerated after all. At any rate, I'm truly sorry for everything I've done to now. From here on out, I swear I'll do my best to support you, not as arch nemesis, but as friends. Thanks? Please, don't mention it. Now, let's get you untied so I can give you back your jawbone and your pile of money. Seriously? Wow, that's incredibly incredibly helpful of you. It's the least I can do if I want to start making things right. Oh god. And besides, who doesn't like a happy ending? Inspector Valjour. Okay. Well, we're gonna do one more. I'm gonna choose the fish. Actually, I'm gonna need more. Okay. So you need to choose 2. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna choose the fish and the gnome. Because I did this and this. I did this and this. Yeah, so it's basically, I think it's one ending per every single thing. Now, I'm not going to read them all. But I am going to read this one and then move on. Behold the evidence. Anything to say for yourself, criminal? A fish and a garden gnome. That's, compelling. Alright, fine. I tried really hard to figure out how those two fit together, but I just couldn't think of anything. Honestly, I was hoping you'd just confess to whatever it was you did when I showed them to you. I do know, like, maybe you were running a black market seafood restaurant / Joan Crab's knockoff, kind of like those places that are somehow both a Taco Bell and a KFC at the same time. That's maybe the worst idea for a business that I've ever heard. Not like you have to rub it in. Okay, sorry. Anyways, we're both on the same page now, right? You were wrong about me, this house is way too spooky, and we both need to get the hell out? Who said I was wrong? You did do something here, I just haven't figured it out yet. Seriously, kid? Can't you just admit defeat for once? If that's how it's going to be, maybe I'll just leave you here and you can figure out how to escape, since obviously you're just so much smarter than me. Hold on, that's not what I meant. Don't go. At least untie me first. Untie yourself. I'm leaving. Wait, kid. Wait, Jam, the world's greatest kid detective between the ages of 4 and 14 in the western half of Lynn County? Between 4 and 17. Oh god, I'm going to die here, aren't I? Alright, easy there, Alexandria. You can do this. Jam left the door open, so if I just wiggle this chair over to the exit, I'm just sure I'll get out of here somehow. Schrodinger's KFC / Taco Bell. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Reverse Whodunit by